Here we go. Whoa.
There's a timber there.
There is a new show called The Curse of Oak Island on the History Channel. It dives into mysteries and the relentless pursuit of hidden treasure. It asks how far people are willing to go, risking curses and facing disappointment. Oak Island has drawn adventurous treasure hunters for years, with its elusive treasure supposedly buried there. However, a recent spine-chilling discovery by scientists during the final excavation on the island promises to change everything. What did they find, and how does it change the whole scenario? Stay tuned to find out. When we talk about the legendary Money Pit on Oak Island, it's impossible not to mention Daniel McGinnis. He was a young guy who loved adventure and mystery. Living near Oak Island in Nova Scotia, Canada, he was fascinated by tales of pirates and hidden treasure. In the summer of 1795, while fishing on the island, he stumbled upon something that altered his life and sparked one of history's greatest treasure hunts. Approaching the island, he noticed flickering lights on the shore, signaling someone's presence. Curious, he investigated and discovered an old oak tree with a large hole beneath it, showing signs of being used to lower something down. Convinced this was a sign of hidden treasure, Daniel rushed back to his boat, grabbed a shovel, and started digging. He encountered layers of obstacles, a layer of flagstones at 2 feet, logs at 10 feet, and more logs at 20 feet deep. Convinced something significant lay at the pit's bottom, he sought help from friends, Anthony Vaughan and John Smith. Returning with more tools, they continued digging and found layers of logs every 10 feet, along with coconut fiber, putty, and charcoal puzzling over their significance. At 90 feet deep, they discovered a large stone inscribed with strange symbols. Unable to decipher them, they removed the stone, expecting treasure, but instead, the pit filled with seawater, as if linked to the ocean through a passage. Despite efforts to pump the water out, they had to stop, leaving them disappointed but determined to return someday. The question remained, who buried the treasure in the Money Pit? One of the earliest and well-known theories circles around the legendary pirate Captain Kidd, recognized for his escapades in the Indian Ocean and Caribbean Sea. The notion suggests that before his capture and execution in 1701, Kidd stashed his loot on Oak Island. Legend tells of a stone etched with cryptic symbols hinting at buried riches. Translated as, 40 feet below, 2 million pounds are buried. It's believed some of his crew might have returned to retrieve the treasure, but faced complex traps flooding the pit with seawater, thwarting their efforts. This theory gains some historical backing from Kidd's connections to Nova Scotia, his visit to nearby Block Island, and his confession of hiding treasure before his demise. Another prevalent theory traces the treasure to the Knights Templar, a medieval order of warrior monks engaged in the Crusades and guarding Jerusalem. According to this idea, fleeing Europe after persecution in 1307, the Templars took their sacred relics and treasures. Some sailed to Oak Island, where they supposedly concealed their secrets, potentially including significant artifacts like the Holy Grail or Shakespeare's original manuscripts. A third theory suggests the treasure may be linked to the British Empire, utilizing Oak Island as a covert naval base or military storage during colonial wars in North America. It's proposed that an underground tunnel system housed vital items such as weapons, gold, or documents designed to flood the pit for security. Historical evidence like British coins, buttons, and military artifacts found on the island align with this theory. Over the years, various hypotheses have emerged about the treasure's nature beneath Oak Island. One of the enduring theories involves a vast hoard of pirate treasure, possibly hidden by famous pirates like Captain Kidd and Blackbeard, valued at hundreds of millions today. Elaborate traps in the pit's depth supposedly safeguard this treasure. The Money Pit is contemplated as a potential final resting place for these royal treasures, given their historical significance. Other theories propose that the treasure might not be material wealth, but rather valuable manuscripts. It's suggested that the pit might contain documents proving Sir Francis Bacon's authorship of Shakespeare's plays or hidden knowledge concealing lost wisdom. Some even entertain the possibility of Incan or Aztec gold hidden on Oak Island, speculating that survivors of these ancient civilizations hid a portion of their wealth to safeguard it from further plunder. Despite the uncertainty surrounding the treasure's origin, numerous explorers, including notable figures like President Franklin Delano Roosevelt and Hollywood actor Errol Flynn, have pursued its mystery. Roosevelt, fascinated since his youth, joined an expedition in 1909 but found little of value. Flynn, too, invested in a digging operation in the 1940s, spurred by the hope of discovering pirate treasure based on a map allegedly drawn by Captain Kidd. Errol Flynn, driven by curiosity, ventured to Oak Island hoping to uncover treasures but departed without success. In 1965, Dan Blankenship, a Florida contractor, shifted his life to Oak Island, committed to unraveling its mystery. Collaborating with David Tobias, he extensively explored and drilled on the island, discovering tunnels, chambers, and peculiar artifacts like scissors, a heart-shaped stone, and parchment with ink-written letters. Claiming to hear voices from the depths, Blankenship passed away in 2019 at 95, never unveiling the treasure. Presently, Rick and Marty Lagina, brothers from Michigan, possess most of the island, prominently featured on the History Channel's The Curse of Oak Island. Their pursuit has led to discoveries, bone fragments, coins, jewels, and consultations with experts proposing diverse treasure theories. However, they faced perilous challenges: floods, collapses, fires, and injuries, while some tried unconventional methods involving paranormal abilities and intuition. Various mediums and psychics, including Harold Sherman in 1967, Lorraine Warren in 1979, and Michael Bodine in 2016, attempted to locate the treasure through psychic abilities, visions, and sensing presences. Each posited different origins and guardians of the treasure, tying it to historical events or religious relics. Despite these explorations, the journey on Oak Island remains haunted by the curse of Oak Island legend, a belief that 7 must perish before the treasure's revelation. Though its origin remains unclear, the curse's existence has added mystique to the island. Woven into its folklore and documented in numerous books and shows, 6 documented fatalities occurred on Oak Island during treasure hunts. Recent scientific surveys hint at a silver deposit in the Money Pit area. Dr. Ian Spooner, a geoscientist, detected high silver levels in soil samples using X-ray fluorescence. This discovery fuels excitement among treasure hunters, suggesting a possible cache of silver coins or bars underground. The significance of finding silver on Oak Island ties to its historical value, potentially linking to various treasure theories involving pirates, Knights Templar, or Marie Antoinette's jewels. The team plans to intensify their exploration, employing advanced tools to pinpoint and understand the silver deposit, hoping it leads to more clues about the buried treasure's origins and purpose. They are determined to solve one of the greatest mysteries of all time and to share their findings with the world.